Scottsdale, Alabama.
Troy Randall, Missouri.
All right, Troy Randall.
J.R. Hill, Minnesota.
Hey, JR, thanks for joining us, buddy. All right, Paul.
This is Alex from New York.
York. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here.
Hey, Brent, Kirk Stiles, Springfield, Missouri. Donovan, Connecticut.
Connecticut's in the house. Thanks for joining Connecticut.
Philly Taylor.
Mississippi's in the house. Thanks for joining Mississippi.
Hi, Bob from California.
California, Canada in there too. Thanks for joining Canada. We got Texas in the house. Texas. Florida, thanks for joining us, Florida.
Millie.
Mitty meets in the house. Come on down.
East Coast, Texas, Rhode Island, 6:30.
San Antonio's in the house.
San Antonio's in the house.
Chillicothe, Ohio.
Ohio, the Buckeyes.
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. Thanks for joining us, Tampa.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
All right, Louisiana. Once you announce yourself, guys, with it, star 6.
Fine.
Right, just name us where we call from. You're chiming in.
The Pitman from Philly.
Philadelphia.
Yes, we're not talking about
El Paso.
Florida. If you can mute your phone after you call it, that would be great. That will minimize background noise.
Yeah, it's going to still do that. We got hundreds of thousands of people called in. We'll get it out. We'll do as we get here in another 3 minutes, guys. But if you can't announce yourself, hit the mute button. Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hello from Canada.
Florida, Mississippi in the house. Listen to Brooklyn. Ohio. Brooklyn.
Janice.
Ohio.
Mary Nelson.
Hey, Mary Nelson.
Yes.
Join us, Mary. Pennsylvania.
And who is it?
It's the Jet-Coin Master. Join us, everybody. Glad to give us your name. Let's see where we come from.
Melinda.
Hey, Melinda. Melinda?
Florida. Oh, Chris?
Florida. Florida. There you go. Well, let's give us your name. Let's go. Chime in. How about 2 more minutes before we get to the call started, guys?
This is a new one now.
Let's go to the call from you. Chime in.
Hi, Tony Bennessy.
Hey, Venice Beach, California. Hey, guys. Hi, Henry from Big Mike's in the house. Big Mike. Venice Beach. Ohio. Washington, D.C. Got Toronto in there. Let's go to Toronto.
California.
California. Back to back. Join us.
California. Tina from California.
Missouri in the house. All right, Missouri, come on down.
Kelly Hunter. Grace Bahala, Minnesota.
Minnesota. New Jersey.
Gail Cunningham.
Hey, Gail.
Hi.
Arkansas.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Alabama. Memphis, Tennessee's in the house.
Here's Hudson.
About another 30 seconds before we get this party started. Go ahead and get your name.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Join Chicago.
You'll feel, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, everybody, well, we got the freedom
In St. Louis.
Gil.
Sheriff.
Scotty, go ahead and use the phone line.
Doorway.
Muted. The recording has started.
All right, everybody. So once again, thank you so much for joining us. I tell you what, Scott, Dame, the numbers have been unbelievable. Here we set 10 days into it right now. Actually, our 11th day into it, and we just went over the 13,000 distributor mark, guys. 13,000 distributors over here, and I tell you what, it's just been an explosion that has rippled around the world just in the last few days, and it's just been incredible watching Bitcoin soar. You know, the story is right here, guys. Back in 2009, Scott myself could have bought Bitcoin when it was at a dime in 2009. We could have both bought $3,000 worth. And we had a good friend of ours up out of Quebec, Canada, Vern Croy, had shared it with Scott and I, and we just didn't see it. We didn't understand Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and where it was going. And so we turned that $3,000 worth, which would have been 30,000 shares a piece, 30,000 Bitcoins a piece, to what Scott and I would have had at 10 cents. And we would not be on this phone call right now if we would have bought that back then. So, guys, we've watched Bitcoin. We've watched Bitcoin soar. We've watched what Bitcoin did today. Bitcoin hit the all-time high of $3,000 today, guys. First time ever in history is this ever hit $3,000. And talk about being in the right place at the right time with Jet-Coin. It's just exploded over here, guys, in just the last 11, 12 days. I'm going to tell you what. All I can say is you haven't seen anything yet. Wait till you see what's coming down the pipe the next 4, 5, 6 months down the road with Jet-Coin right here is going to blow you away. What I want to do, I want to turn it over to my partner, Scott Chandler from Alabama. Scotty, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Hey, it's always great being on the call, Brent. You're right. You know, Bitcoin is something that's gone crazy. It's gone nuts. If you're a guest on the line, you might be saying, what in the heck is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is a digital currency, guys. Like Brett said, started off at 10 cents, and now it's up over $3,000. If this was just an investment call, we could say, hey, you know what, you better buy about $100,000 worth or so, or maybe $1 million worth or so, and that'd be a pretty good deal. Because the experts right now are saying that Bitcoin is going to hit between $8,000 and $10,000 by the end of this year. We've continued to watch it soar, and the reason why is because digital currency, guys, is the exact same thing as using a credit card or using your checking account to pay bills or to purchase things. And when Brent and myself found that out, it was like a aha moment. We missed it because we didn't really get that point. So that's what we want to share with everyone that we cross paths with, is Bitcoin is a real currency. You can use it to buy houses, cars, real estate. You can pay your satellite bill with Dish Network. You can buy cards online with Subway sandwiches. I mean, it's amazing what you can do. You can actually just Google, where can I spend Bitcoin? And you'll come up with thousands and thousands of businesses out there. As a matter of fact, this past weekend, I sold a Harley Davidson at my motorcycle shop and accepted Bitcoin for payment. The same guy that came up here with us and bought that motorcycle, he was in the state of Alabama, and he's in California. He went down to Montgomery, Alabama, and he purchased a Lexus and used Bitcoin to pay for that. So it's pretty cool that we've got all these things going on around us, and all of a sudden, it's on us here in the United States. And people in the United States are not gathering it. They're like, how in the world can you get it? How in the world can you spend it? How in the world is it going up and people around us don't even know it? Well, that's what's happening. The cryptocurrency world is going nuts. There's over 800 different cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is the number one of all of them. Brent and myself, for the last 6 months, been paying very close attention. We participated both passively and actively with about 10 or 12 different companies. Well, the company we're going to talk to you about tonight is called Jet-Coin. Jet-Coin is a company that allows us to pool all of our Bitcoin collectively, and they pay us every single day based on trading platforms around the world. And you know what that means? That means we get paid between 4 and 5% every single day. Some people go, wow, how can that happen? Well, guys, all you got to do is go in your city. Go in the hometown you live in. It doesn't matter if you live in Chicago. It doesn't matter if you live in Las Vegas. It doesn't matter if you live in New York, Bangkok, Hong Kong. It doesn't matter. Look at the biggest buildings in your personal city. What are they? You know what they are? It's the banks. Every bank has the biggest building in the world. And you know why? It's because they're making the most money. And most people that have never been around the banking industry or the trading industry, you know what they think? They think that 1 or 2 or 3% a year is big money because it's all the banks offer. Do you think they could build those multi-billion-dollar structures if all they were earning was just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4%? Absolutely not. Well, here's what we know. We know that it's pretty nice that we got companies out here that are trading cryptocurrencies and they're paying us every single day. And we've got a lot of people that's on board with us right now that have started earning money just in the last couple of weeks with us here at Jet-Coin. What I want to do real quick is I'm going to flip the call back over to Brent. He's got a few guests he wants to introduce, and you're going to hear some stories that probably will blow your mind. But once you hear them, stick around because we're going to give you the information how you can do the same thing. Brett, back to you, Brett.
All right. Thanks a lot, Scotty. And I tell you what, the testimonies have been pouring in, and I mean pouring in. And we sit here every night when watch that clock tick down, final 10 seconds to 9, 8, 7. It's like watching the ball at Times Square drop on New Year's Eve. You're sitting right there every night, and all of a sudden, cha-ching! And, you know, it's just amazing the amount of Bitcoin that's been made over here. There was over 2 million Bitcoin worth, $2 million of Bitcoin paid out just last night alone, guys. And we're just 11, 12 days into it. It's just amazing over here. So you're going to get to hear from some average, ordinary people, the people from all over the United States, from all over the world, over the next few weeks. But tonight we're going to start out with a group right here. I want to go down to Ozark, Missouri, to a good friend of ours, Troy Reed. Troy's a daytime trader on the Forex market, and he has started trading cryptocurrency as well. But Troy's been just a top leader over here in this industry over the past 20, 25 years. And I tell you what, Troy, you did an incredible job just in a short period of time. Why don't you jump over here and just share with everybody, you know, how you and your team doing?
Well, thanks for that introduction, Brent. Can you hear me okay?
You're loud and clear, Troy.
Okay, great. Well, real quick, guys, Brent told me about this, so I didn't even hesitate. I got in. I upgraded to the Black Jet. If you don't know what a Black Jet is, Scott will be talking about it. That's the 8 Bitcoin position. I maxed out the comp plan after my first week at 16 Bitcoin a day, and for the last week and a half, I've been earning 16 Bitcoin every day, which is the most you can make for one position. So it's been real good to me. It's real exciting to be earning getting paid 16 Bitcoin a day. I called up a few of my friends, and I asked them, I said, do you want to be part of the largest transfer of wealth in history? Every one of them said yes. I've got one of those friends on the line right now, Mark Puzier. He said yes, just like I did. Mark, can you get on here and just give us your quick testimony?
Absolutely. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Mark.
Awesome. I've been doing this about 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, not quite 3 weeks. And I'm like Troy, I'm a little slower. I didn't jump in the game as fast as he did. It took me painstakingly 9 days to get the top of the comp plan. So I too am getting 16 Bitcoins a night. Nightly incomes, I don't know, $35,000, $40,000. Now, when they call me today to get on the call, I think they spend more time telling me what not to say and instead of what to say. I'm kind of a nonconformist. I'm a maverick. So I'll only be a second, but I can tell you that I picked up a Mercedes-Benz for my wife tonight. She liked it. We're going to buy the car tomorrow. We're going to pay $40,000.
I sent it to you in a text message.
We're going to pay $40,000 in Bitcoin for that car. And I told a friend of mine that found it, I said, look, find us a good one. Get us a good deal because this was costing me a nice pay. So this is a great team. It's a great plan. We're in this for the long haul, and we are making some money. Troy, back to you.
All right. Well, that's a great testimony, and you're definitely cashing in on the largest transfer of wealth in history, which is Bitcoin and Jet-Coin platform. Back to you, Brent.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot, Mark. Thanks, Troy. Now what I want to do, I want to go down to Georgia, down to Gail Cunningham. Gail's just been tearing it up over here in Jet-Coin. I tell you, Gail, it's just amazing watching your team grow. You're doing such a good job down there. Why don't you jump over here and share with everybody your testimony and how excited you are about the trip here with Jet-Coin.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Gail.
Okay. I'm more than excited about this business. My partner and I, who will be speaking shortly, we got started right away with Brent and Scott, which are the best leaders in the world. The first night that we got paid, and at this point, we didn't have a lot in there. We might have had, I started out with a 1 coin and a 0.10, 0.10. Then she and I we talked about being partners. Because in everything else we've done, I'd have a struggle as to where to put people, and I'm like, okay, we can eliminate this. So everybody can't be partners, but in our case, and Scott Britt's case, it's worked out to be a beautiful thing. But our very first night of nightly income was $8,000. We were blown away, of course. And every night spent, it's been between $4,000 to $10,000 per night. No joke. It's not as great a story as you just heard, but it's real. It's true, and I know theirs is too. It's just awesome what you can do with this business. But one thing I want to talk about is full circle here is I've been working with digital currency, not Bitcoin, but digital currency for a little over a year. And every company always based everything they did on Bitcoin. And I'm like, in my mind, we need to own some Bitcoin. That is the real deal. But at that time, it was $900 a coin. And I'm like, how much can I buy and hold on to that until it's really worth a lot? Then I found out you didn't have to buy a whole coin. You can come in with 0.10 up to a coin and so on. So anyway, I got involved with Brent and Scott, and it's been such a great ride. We are at the present adding on to our home, and my contractors are all about Bitcoin. I mean, if I pay them fiat money, it doesn't. What's the word I'm looking for? Hello. It doesn't increase in value. So I pay them. I told them, I said, I'll pay you in fiat money. I'll pay you in Bitcoin. It does not matter to me. Well, it's ended up being mostly in Bitcoin. But everything I've done in this has been paid for in Bitcoin. And with the BitPay card, which comes out of Atlanta, which most of you probably know about, you can load money on that card. You can put $25,000 on that card. You can use $10,000 a day at any merchant that accepts Visa. If you need cash, you can get $3,000 worth out in cash per day. If you're a couple, you can get 2 cards and double that, and so forth. So that is my story about my house. And I put money in my BitPay card. I take people out to dinner. I've bought a stone for the house, lots of things. And I've used the BitPay card. And so I'm able to really show this how it works all the way around. Now, my second story, and I'm taking too long, I'm sorry for that, but my grandchildren and my son came into this recently. My granddaughter is in college, and she has a lot of tuition to pay for. Well, the first night, my son and my granddaughter have a position together. The first night, they made $2,000. Well, for people that are used to making a few $100s a day, a few $1,000s a day is great. Then I put my grandson in, who is in his teens, and he made $1,500. So that is so exciting to see how you can help people in this business. I want to leave you with this. How different would your life be if you could make your monthly pay your weekly pay? This is so doable with Jet-Coin and the incredible leadership that we have. And I have one of my team members on the line, my partner, and one of my best friends in the whole wide world is Gloria Rankin. Gloria, take it away.
Well, hi there. I just want to tell y'all that I'm on a ride right now like I've never been. It's the wildest ride I've ever been on. I've been thinking about getting me a helmet. It is so exciting, and it's wonderful to be able to look at my retirement in a totally different way. And I just want y'all to know, if there's anybody out there that's of retirement age or you are retired, let me tell you, you can change the rest of your life. And it has been a wild ride. Gail and we've made over $70,000 since we got in here just about 2.5 weeks ago. And Gail and I became partners because we not only talk the same talk, but we walk the same walk. And it's been a ride. It's been wonderful. And if anybody that is thinking about doing this, let me tell you what. The only time you ever fail is when you don't try. I was in real estate for 30 years. I've done very, very well. Down here in Florida, when you're selling retirement homes, you can do pretty good. But I've done very good in it, but I've done nothing in real estate like I've been able to do the last few weeks in Bitcoin. Go for it. Go for it. Don't look back and say, boy, I wish I had done it. And I will say this much to Brent and Scott. I want to thank you for having the faith in us that you did.
Well, we appreciate that. Right. We appreciate you too, Gail. A great testimony, ladies. I tell you what, it's been incredible last couple of weeks for sure. And I mean, the testimonies like yours are just pouring in every day, and we really appreciate your hard work. What I'd like to do now, I'd like to go out to Hawaii to Michael and Cynthia Simpson. They're out there, they've been out there in Hawaii soaking up the sun. I tell you what, you guys got an incredible story too. Guys, why don't you jump over here and share with everybody how excited you are and a little bit about what you got going on. Michael and Cynthia. You guys might be muted off.
And *6 if you guys are muted.
Yep, they were on there too just a little bit ago. So
sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, now we can. Okay, all right. Michael, go ahead. Take it away there, buddy.
Yes, sorry about that. We're in the airport right now in Honolulu. We've just finished a week-long vacation here in Oahu at the Ko'olina, and we're on our way over to the Waiʻohai Marriott in Kauai. What I want to do is I want to just kind of share what's this journey that we've been on. We've only been into this about 10 days. But in the last 10 days, we've got two different positions. In one spot, we've made about $35,000 in 10 days. And in the other spot, we've only been in it for about 4 days, five pay periods. We've made another $10,000. And so all in at $45,000 in less than 10 days has been absolutely a game changer for us. And for those of you that are looking at cryptocurrency or specifically Bitcoin, when you think about, just like it was said earlier, this whole idea of the banking system and that the control of the banking systems and our out of control spending as a nation at 19 trillion in debt, really you can see how this cryptocurrency is a disruptive technology that's truly going to make a game changer for all of us in these opportunities to make a difference. Sounds like someone's dialing in here.
Scott, can you mute that out?
Let me see. Sure, it's right there.
There you go. Sorry about that.
There
We
we
got
go.
quite a few guests. Go ahead, Michael.
So anyway, Cynthia and I, whether you're looking at reducing debts, whether you're looking at kids in college, whether you're looking at doing some remodeling, as was stated earlier, or whether you're looking at just acquiring as much Bitcoin as you can and riding this wave. I mean, we're at 3,000 today. We got in when it was right around 1,200, but I haven't seen anything like this in my entire career, where there's been such, certainly there's risk with it, whatever you do. But for those of you that are considering doing this, I would say jump in, do whatever feels most appropriate for you financially. But it has been an absolute game changer for me and Cynthia. We run a private school in Utah, and certainly we're going to be using a lot of these investment dollars to help fund about 125 kids as we're financially responsible for running this private school. So we've got a mission that this is allowing us to do, and I can't thank you, Brent and Scott, enough for your support, for your vision around this, and for this great opportunity.
All right. Thank you so much, Michael. Some incredible testimonies, guys, that you just heard right there. And we're going to, every Sunday night, we're going to bring more people on, just to let you hear great people from all around the world, real people, and real stories. So, Scott, I'm going to turn it back to you and let you talk about the fun stuff.
All right, sounds good, Brent. Like you had a lot of good testimonies out there tonight, and one of the things that Brent and myself have always done, we had somebody get on one of our conference calls last week, and they said, you know what, I haven't been on one of your conference calls in almost 10 years, but I knew what you were going to say before you started. And the reason she said that is because she knows that we look at things and break them down. We said there's three things that are important in any business. It doesn't matter if you want to open a McDonald's franchise. It doesn't matter if you want to open a school like Michael's talking about. It doesn't matter what you guys want to do. There's three things you have to look at. You have to look at the product. We've already talked about our product. Bitcoin's pretty powerful. It's gone from 10 cents to up over $3,000, and that's pretty crazy. As a matter of fact, it's even gone from $1,000 to $3,000 just in about the last 7 weeks. And one of the things that's caused that is the fact that Japan has said, hey, we're making Bitcoin a legal currency in our country, and you can use it anywhere. And what happened 3 days ago? The Philippines did the same thing, and that's the reason we've seen another jump here just in the last 3 days. Guess what's going to happen in July? Australia is doing the same thing. Guess what's going to happen by September? Russia's doing the same thing. So all these experts that we've been listening to and hearing about Bitcoin, saying Bitcoin is going to hit 10,000 by the end of the year, 20,000 by the end of next year, it's happening right in front of our eyes. But we have the opportunity with this product to associate ourselves with people you've heard on the phone, people that are out here making things happen. They're sharing real stories, and then you can take that and run with it and put it into what we call our pay plan. That's the third P. So we have the product is Bitcoin. The people are us that are out here doing calls and making conversations and telling our stories. And you've heard some pretty incredible stories tonight. Matter of fact, while I was listening here, we had one of our buddies that actually I just met a couple of weeks ago, but I've talked to him probably 27 times since then. But he just texted me and said he's made $5,000. Congratulations, Pavel, for what you're doing, because this is happening for every single person. The pay plan, what we like to say is, it's the most powerful thing we've ever seen. How would you like to get paid passively for doing nothing? 4% a day, maybe 5% a day, because that's what we have here. You can get paid for buying Bitcoin and putting it in our pool and allowing the traders to make money for each of us. And you know what happens with that? You get paid every single night. You buy the Bitcoin, you get paid in Bitcoin at 12 Eastern time. If you've got your computer turned on at 12 o'clock Eastern and you're sitting behind it, and you've got your blockchain wallet opened up, which is where your Bitcoin goes when you get paid, you're going to hear this little beep. And you know what that little beep means? That means you just got paid, guys, and everybody does it. The cool thing with what we've got going on here, you get to choose where you'd like to start. You can choose 5%, 10%. You can go 30%, 50%. You can even go larger amounts. You can do a full Bitcoin, 2 Bitcoin, 4 Bitcoin, or 8 Bitcoin. Everybody gets to choose where they want to go. So there's not just a set amount you have to put in here. Here's the cool thing, though. If you start with 1, 2, 4, or 8 Bitcoin, if you have the money to do so, you'll see the rewards faster because, you know what, when you start at smaller amounts, a lot of times it confuses people, and we've seen that over here. Sometimes people start at 10% of a Bitcoin, which is nothing wrong with starting. That's why the company has it. But what happens, the company makes payments every single night to us at the minimum of 0.03. So once you've earned the 0.03, it goes into your wallet. But here's what happens. If you start at a lower plan, you don't see it for a few days because you don't have enough money in there. And we've had a little bit of confusion with some folks. They go, I don't see my money coming in. So guys, what we're telling folks, all you have to do is look over on our table of payments and earnings plan right there on the front page. And if you start off with one of the lower programs, it takes just a few extra days before you see it. All you have to do is look in your back office every single day, and the back office is never wrong. You'll see every single penny that you've earned. And once you've accumulated the 0.03, you know what happens? It gets paid to you automatically. And that's one of the coolest things that everybody in this company loves is getting paid every single day. You don't have to wait till next week to get a check. You don't have to wait till Friday week to get a check in the mail and you hope the check cashes. We get paid every single night. 12 p.m. Eastern time, I'm telling you guys, it really is exciting. When you've got your back office opened up and you've got your wallet opened up and you hear that little beep, you click on there and you go, wow, I've never seen a company that's ever paid as fast as what Jet-Coin does. And that's the reason that everybody is jumping on with both feet and saying, I've never seen anything like it. So we're having a lot of fun over here. What we tell people to do is make sure that, if you like what you hear and you say, I'd really like to double my money in 40 or 50 days, I'd really like to tell other people and earn up to 25% commission in a binary compensation plan, then treat it like a serious business. It's okay if you start at a lower level. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's also imperative that as fast as you can, move up to the higher levels because you want to make sure that you can make as much money as fast as you can here. One of the things that me and Brent and Troy and many of our other friends have been saying for a long time, you know what, guys, if we could teach you, this is June, if we can teach you and help you to gather 100 Bitcoin between now and the end of the year, and Bitcoin goes to $10,000, you realize you'll have $1 million in your own personal account? I mean, that's pretty powerful. What if we could help you make 500 to 1,000 Bitcoin next year? It goes up to $20,000. You know what? You and your family, if you work smart and you don't just blow your money, then you'll have enough money to literally last you probably the rest of your life. And that's the reason that me and Brent and Troy and Mike and some of the others you've heard on the call are so excited and so fired up because we realize what we have our hands on. And we got something, guys, that's life-changing. So all we tell you is be patient and be slow as you get started with us. Open up a brand new Gmail account if you don't have one and use that for your business because you know why? If you'd really like to have $1 million by the end of the year, don't you think it'd be pretty positive and pretty smart if you had only an email account that only sent you information from Jet-Coin and your blockchain? I'm telling you guys, you don't miss anything when you do that. The next thing is go slow because we have some people sometimes, they get in a hurry. Everybody gets anxious, and I don't blame them. Me and Brent both get so excited because when you see all of a sudden, boom, you get paid. Now it's time to upgrade your account again. You know what people do? They get so anxious, they hit the wrong buttons. And it's real simple. Once you got an account over here, all you do is choose which level you want to come in. And that's what makes this program so awesome. You get to pick, hey, do I want to come in for a couple of $100 bucks? Do I want to come in for a couple thousand? Do I want to come in for more than that? Whatever level it is, when you go to your blockchain to send money, it's going to ask you, are you sure this is the correct amount you'd like to send? You know what you do? Don't just hit yes. Look at it real quick and make sure it's the proper amount. You know what? If it's the wrong amount, then hit no. Just back up, and you can start over again. Because we don't want to see people sending the wrong amount, because what the computer system does over here, it's looking for the exact 100% correct amount. If you're looking to send 1 Bitcoin and you send 1.1, You know what happens at Jet-Coin? The computers don't recognize it because you sent the wrong amount. So guys, slow down just a little bit, pay attention, and me and Brent are here to help every single person. And we are on hundreds of calls every day, and we tell people, make sure you get a Gmail account, make sure you double check when you send something, and then make sure all you have to do is just get on the phone with people and ask if you think there's a problem. There's nothing wrong. There's no such thing as a dumb question. Me and Brent are always happy to hop on these calls. And guys, we do them on Sundays and Wednesday nights. And the reason we do is because we want everybody to be able to introduce their friends and hear real stories. And some of the people you heard from tonight, I mean, that's some of the realest people you ever heard of. You heard Gail over there in Georgia. I mean, did you hear how country she was? She's more country than I am. I'm in Alabama. And at the end of the day, even us old country people know how to make money. But guys, we're glad to have all of you on the team with us, and we want to take this thing to the next level. And we've got a really great program here, and it's awesome that everybody's doing so well the way they are. So Brent, I'll flip it back over to you, and you can talk some more.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. Thanks for everybody joining us tonight. And I tell you what, you've heard this before in a lot of other companies. They always say, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you got to jump in over here. This is truly the position you're in tonight. With, right today, we went over 13,000 members with Jet-Coin. Bitcoin hit $3,000 today, and it's going to do nothing but keep going up. You are truly in the right place at the right time. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is never going to happen again. Bitcoin's not going to go backwards. It's only going up. And when you hear the Bill Gates, the Warren Buffett, Steve Forbes, Sir Richard Bransons, when they're saying 2 years ago, 2015, when they were gobbling up as fast as they could, you better invest into Bitcoin. You better pay attention. That's why Scott and myself have been paying attention since 2009 after we missed it for a dime. That's why we're in the position we're in right now, guys. I mean, we are so excited. A good friend of ours back a year ago, Michael Alexander, called Scott and I up, and he said, you guys, he was mining Bitcoin. He was doing very well mining Bitcoin. He said in the next year, there's going to be a lot of great opportunities coming down the pipe. He goes, Bitcoin's going to hit $1,000 by the end of 2016. And he goes, you're going to want to pay attention to these opportunities. He said, it might take you 4, 5, 6 opportunities to find the right one. So in December of 2016, last year, Scott and myself joined the first one on December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. We saw them starting to pop up. Bitcoin hit $1,000 2 days later. Or actually 3 days later, just after Christmas, hit $1,000. Then in January 2017, we started seeing other programs popping up. We started joining them passively, watching the compensation plans, seeing how they all work. And all of a sudden, back about 2 or 3 months ago, we get a phone call from a good friend of ours that we've known for over 12 years. Said, guys, I'm going to be a part of a company called Jet-Coin. We'd like to have you guys come in here and help us out together. So we've been over here watching things go. We have found and helped put this together over here for our family, our friends, our teammates, people that we've worked with over the last 25 years. We have found, I believe, the biggest thing we've ever seen. There's not going to be ever another Jet-Coin out there. It's happening right now. It's exploding. 13,000 people realistically. Tuesday will be the 2-week anniversary. We did a 1 week pre-launch just before Memorial Day where we are just introducing a few people, but truly Tuesday will be 2 weeks. So 12 days into it, we're over 13,000 members in over 100 plus countries. We've got something right here that's going to be huge, guys. So Wednesday night, I'm going to be down in Alabama. Myself, good friend of mine, Minnie, we're driving down. We're leaving Tuesday after a meeting up here, driving down to meet Scott and his great wife, Amanda. We're going to hang out there for a few days. Wednesday night's call is going to be from Alabama, and we're going to try to do some training after that call, too. We're going to try to shoot some videos as well. Scott and myself, we're not real good big video guys, but we're going to try to pull it off. We've been getting hit up from a lot of people saying, could you do this? Could you do that? So we're going to be putting some stuff together. Wednesday night's going to be huge. If you're new to this call tonight, you haven't joined the Facebook page, make sure you go to Facebook, hit Jet-Coin Global Leaders. Once again, it's Jet-Coin Global Leaders. It is a closed group, so you'll have to hit the join button, and there's going to be a series of questions there that you're going to have to answer to get inside the group, because there's a lot of, there's some people that have been getting in there and trying to pitch other programs, and we aren't going to put up with the negativity, guys. I'm going to tell you that right now. This program is running on all cylinders right now. Some people might think it's not. When we can set them down in front of the computer and walk them through it, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, okay, now I get it. This system is running on all cylinders. It's unbelievable right now. And I'm telling you guys, we've got a slam dunk. We got a home run. We've never seen anything like this. This is going to be just a huge hit for every single one of us here over the next couple of years. We're in the right place at the right time with Bitcoin soaring. But once again, guys, thanks again for everybody joining us tonight. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and God bless.